to another edition of Speak Your Piece. I am your host, Ronnie Q. Today, I got a little bit on my mind right now. And I'm not going to vent, but I'm going to definitely talk about it. Someone very close to me, someone very important to me, said something to me that made sense. And I'm going to be like kind of piggybacking off of what she said. She says sometimes you got to keep your own counsel. You can interpret that many ways, and you can also know that it has a more depthful sort of meaning besides just keep your eyes on your own plate, mind your own business, or you know take care of everything in your house. My thing is this: if we are to keep our own counsel, don't you think we ought to hold each other accountable for things we say and do, and that anybody else surrounding us cannot police how we speak, how we move, how we determine our lifestyles, how we progress in life? What I'm really trying to get at is how is it that everyone always has something to say about your life, except when it comes to their own, then they feel like they're being attacked? Somehow it doesn't become a necessity to try and understand where someone's coming from. The reality seems to escape others when it comes to, someone else's plight or someone else's existence or someone else's dysfunctionality. What I'm getting at is, how can you play, judge and jury when you yourself don't like being judged? The moment someone says something to someone about anything outside of their own idealisms and outside their own existence, suddenly it is a slight, or it is a slap in the face, or it is oh, why are you saying that? That sort of dichotomy is weird to me, personally. Because if you're willing to, throw rocks, at glass houses, don't be surprised when someone come outside, and you putting your hand behind your back like you ain't do it. It's a weird aspect of how we live, and it's constant. I notice it a lot when people are on any type of social media platform. They're quick to say so much because they can hide behind that screen and hide behind that keyboard and hide behind their opinion. But when face to face, when put into motion, when put into any type of reality, suddenly it's silence, or it's anger, or it's, oh, I don't want to hear anything. When does it become okay to constantly be on the judge's table, but yet you don't want someone else to judge you for your decisions, or your opinions, or your thought processes, or anything else? Who are we to judge anyone? I'm not going to get all biblical and let ye who judge whatever. I'm not going to talk about all that. I'm talking about the simplistics of why people do it. And that in itself should be questioned. That should be monitored. That should be, discussed. But nobody's going to do that, because sometimes the people who are saying this, nobody checks them. They often go unchecked. They often go, uninhibited. They often just are just there. Everyone else is around them is like, okay, they said that. And sometimes people take these things to heart. So I think we need to realize something. Where we stand in everything that we do, and where we stand in every decision that we make, oftentimes I think, like I said earlier, keeping your own counsel is something that needs to be done. I don't know how else to put it. I think that right now, especially with the way the world is, nobody should try to be judge anyone. Nobody should be trying to judge anyone, especially with all the heavily acquired accountability being shown throughout the media, social media, mainstream media, news media, everything. You know, everybody's being put out there. If you're gonna put somebody else out there, be prepared for the consequences. This has been Bonnie Q. Speak your peace. Like, subscribe, TikTok, Instagram.